NFL Live begins with this. 12:27 Eastern. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady back on the practice field after missing Wednesday's practice in English with a sore Achilles. That's the thing you never want to have really sore, to be perfectly honest. And we'll get into that maybe later. Hi, everybody. Welcome into NFL Live. Glad you are here with us. Trey Wingo, Adam Schefter, Teddy Bruschi, and the coach.
Yes, sir.
No, really, the coach.
Stop it.
I mean it. The coach again.
Stop it.
Herm Edwards. Now, do we need to put a barrier between a Wildcat and a Sun Devil here? I'm just making sure.
We all came here together. We're all on the same team. We're still on the same team.
I'm just clearing it up. Just clear up. Glad you're still with us, my friend.
Good to be
I want you to know that.
I'm not letting go.
No, we're hanging on tight. Plenty to get to on a very busy Thursday, including the start of Week 13, which is essentially an elimination game in the NFC East between Dallas and Washington. Both teams are 5-6 on the year in need of a win. FPI gives Washington a 3% chance to make it, while Big D has the small 2% chance. The Redskins have to win out, but they were 5-6 or worse and ran the table down the stretch each of the last 4 times they made the playoffs. Washington is tied for the easiest remaining schedule in the National Football League. As for Dallas, they've got to find their mojo offensively, as Dak Prescott and company have been held under 10 points in 3 straight games for the first time in team history. So let's get you right up to where the game is being played, and our Cowboys reporter, Stefano Fasaro. Stefano, first and foremost, what is the mood in that Cowboys locker room after 3 straight losses where the offense was just not there?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Their last game was on Thanksgiving, and it really wasn't a happy Thanksgiving, despite what was obviously a pretty good spread here provided by Jerry Jones. A lot of tension in that locker room. Dak Prescott even mentioned that this is the most frustrated he's ever been in his football career. And that's saying a lot for a quarterback that had a lot of success in his first season as the Cowboys quarterback. Now, during the week, they did kind of try to put a positive spin on everything that's been going on. But in reality, Sean Lee, he's still out. He's not going to be back. Ezekiel Elliott, he's not coming back until Christmas Eve. They understand that this is the most important game of the season for them if they want to have any type of chance at advancing to the playoffs. Now, as mentioned, the injury to Sean Lee, he is out. He's not going to be able to play again, and they've missed him dearly. Another linebacker who replaced him, Justin Durant, he's not going to be able to play today. Anthony Hitchens, linebacker, he will be expected to play in this game today. And offensive lineman Lyle Collins, he's going to be a game-time decision. They're going to work him out on the field just before the game tonight and see if he will be able to go today for the Cowboys.
All right, Stefano, all hands on deck as they try and improve that 2% chance of getting back into the postseason. But Stefano alluded to it with Dak Prescott. The Cowboys offense has had its issues, and Dak hasn't been as productive without Zeke on the field. Since the start of last year, Dak's completion rate on play action plummets 22%, or 22 percentage points when Zeke is off the field, and his yards per attempt rate on those kind of throws nearly cut in half. Teams have crowded the box to stop Zeke, and that's typically open up throws for Dak, but that has not come to fruition. So, Herm, we know they won't have Ezekiel Elliott there. They've got to find new ways to get some sort of offense, not just the running game, chunk plays in the passing game. You're the coaching staff and Jason Garrett. How do you move the chess pieces?
Well, it's real simple. Your best player now is the quarterback. And how do you get him started? Let him use his legs. This is a 5-game season for you. You're trying to get in the playoffs. And I think they've shown this in the past. When you think about the option he can run. That's right, the old college option. Teddy, you try to defend this. Yeah. Okay, we got a defender coming to tight end. We got the end that has the quarterback. Now watch it. He gets a little nosy. We got a linebacker that's supposed to take the dive. And the read is real simple. I'm going to hold this and watch that defensive end. If he commits to me, guess what? I'm going to give it to the back. If he commits to the back, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go around the corner. And there he goes. And I think you got to do a little bit more of this. And here comes the next thing. Now, he reads the coverage. He understands. We are tripling guys in the back end. No one has the quarterback right now. He sees the running lane. Guess what? Take off and run. Don't worry about it. Go make some plays. This generates your offense. He can do it with his legs as well as his arm. But I think right now, when you can get him on the perimeter with pass plays like this, we got a little boot. Now watch how they run it. Watch the linebacker. They're going to step up. Oh, Teddy, we're giving you that good run read. Here they go. Look at the linebacker. They're snipping up in the bite. They're going to bite. They got to bite. They can't help it. Oh, they're coming over here with a counter. No, they're not. Play action. And now he has 3 levels. He can go 1, 2, or 3. And the third guy is him throwing it. But really, if it's open, take off and run. In other words, it doesn't matter anymore. You're trying to score points offensively. You're trying to stay on the field. Let him use his athleticism to be part of this offense.
So he can't be something he's not.
Yes.
Right. You can't line up an empty like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or those great quarterbacks. That's not who he is. Coach is exactly right. You're playing true 11-on-11 football sometimes when you got those quarterback powers or the boots or all of those things. Dak needs to do more of that, and that's going to help them out tremendously.
And the one piece of tape we just saw, they need to find ways to get 88, Des Bryant, more involved. He has just not been the explosive playmaker he's been in the last couple of years.
And here's the problem, Trey, because if you line him outside the numbers, he's really good on the one-on-one catch or slants. We know that. Quick passes, him running across the field, that's when he's at his best. And they have to implement that in the offense.
Okay, so that's the Cowboys' issues. Teddy, lots of issues for the Washington Redskins. Tons of injuries, especially up front. But one guy that's been standing out the last few weeks has been Jamison Crowder, the wide receiver.
Love watching this guy, Trey. He had a big week last week.
Take your walk, Teddy.
Seven catches,
let me see it, Teddy.
141 yards or something like this.
That's that Arizona stroll you got over
That's that Arizona wall, man.
So I'm going to show you how valuable this guy's been and how good he's been playing. Third one, simple conversion. He is just going to take this little boot down to the right over here, convert on third down. You see Kirk Cousins right here as he goes back. Crowder, you see him circled right there. What he's going to do is simple submarine boot, I like to call it, but a great one-handed catch. These are the skills that he has. Really want to show you from another angle what he does here, because it's truly brilliant how he catches it. He knows a defender is coming from here and here, but still is able to secure that catch, get down, secure the catch, move the chains, convert on 3rd and 1. Here he is right here. What this is going to be is a simple, he's going to go up the field and then find a spot a little out behind this zone defender right here. But what he sees immediately is this. Two things. Kirk Cousins is coming out here, and he's going to recognize where the immediate threat is of a defender, which is coming from over here. So he sees Cousins rolling out, and then there's the eye contact. It's basically, I see you, you see me, I know where to go. I'm going to find a soft spot. We're going to find a touchdown pass right here by Cousins. The relationship with him and Cousins, leading the team in targets. This is a guy you got to stop right here. Now, I'm going to let this run. This is 2nd and 13. You see Crowder at the top. It's a simple in route. He gets a ton of separation for an easy completion from Cousins, but it's how he gets this separation, which I feel is absolutely brilliant watching this play. You see Crowder, he knows he's got man-to-man coverage on this defender right here. As he takes it up the field, he's going to feel and know that defender is in a trail technique. And when you're in a trail technique, coach knows where your eyes got to be is you're watching those hips to see where he's going to go, because he can go either way. He can go right, he can go in, he can go out. But watch, as he breaks it down, you see him look off to this way, that little head fake, that way right there, and that defender is still watching those hips. Watch what he does. Watch what he does right here. In and back out. Now, he sits the defender down right there with that little head fake. What do I mean by sitting him down, coach? You see his body position right here?
Yes.
It's almost like he's sitting in a chair. See that chair right there?
Sitting down.
It can be a rocking chair if you want, whatever you want right there. But he's
Make
sitting
it a hobby
down
horse.
in a chair. He sat him down, so watch. Boom, there's a separation. Right there from that move, sat him down, easy completion, all of that separation. He's crafty, he's leading the team in targets, he's quick, runs great routes. Crowder, he's the guy you got to stop if you're the Dallas Cowboys, Trey, if you want to get this game tonight.
Absolutely. And give Kirk Cousins and that Washington coaching staff a lot of credit. They've had to deal with so many different things, find different ways to get people involved in the offense, whether it's Crowder or Josh Doxson, the #1 pick who's finally paying off. They found the way to make adjustments. As for the Cowboys coaching staff, Adam Schefter, look, Jerry Jones says, hey, they're not on the hot seat per se, but they kind of are on the hot seat. How warm is the chair that they might be sitting in that Teddy can draw?
Well, Trey,
the entire coaching
here's
staff?
the situation. Basically, when they lost Tyron Smith, the coaching staff came under tremendous scrutiny for not making adjustments and letting Adrian Claiborne have his way against that Dallas team. Since then, offensive struggles have continued. And again, the questions have continued to come at the Dallas Cowboys coaches. Already we're beginning to wonder how Jerry Jones feels about this coaching staff. And it's November 30th. And I can tell you this, if the offense doesn't get straightened out, those questions are not going to go away. And
Nor
Jerry
should they.
Jones' dissatisfaction is not going to go away. And when we begin to spin the coaching carousel, the Dallas Cowboys will be a part of that if things here don't get better.
You find the value in your coaching staff as players when you're in a slump, when you've lost. Because when you're winning, I don't want answers from you. We're good. Everything's good. I know what to do. We're playing. We're successful. It's all good. We lose 1 in a row. We lose 2 in a row. All of a sudden, it's coach, what do you got for me? Give me something, man. Let's fix something. Show me you can get us out of this, please. Because if not, maybe you're not doing your job. So now I start looking at you like, well, what are you doing? Help us out so we can win. And now maybe those Cowboys players are starting to look at Jason Garrett that way.
Teddy makes a great point, and it illustrates it perfectly what Teddy said. Players want answers. I always used to say this to the coaches when I walk in the room if we're struggling. Hey, those kids, I used to call them kids. Those kids, they want answers.
Give
They
them
want to
answers.
know. Give them some hope.
And that's at the NFL level. You can imagine what it'd be at the college level. Kids.
Give them some hope.
Yeah.
Right? Give them hope.
Yeah.
Give them an understanding. We can fix this.
Give them an answer.
We're going to be okay.
And they've got to fix this. The Cowboys have lost their last 3 games by at least 20 points. Never in team history have they done that 4 straight. They'll try and avoid that tonight at home against.
Tell us where we're going on this show, Trey.
I'll tell you right now.
Tee it up for Julio Jones. Julio's there, and it's caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt going to throw. Jones is there. It's caught. Julio stays in, hit the pylon. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That was Julio. Get the stretch. He had a big game last week, but was pass catcher will be the spotlight on heading into Week 13.